appreciate the opportunity to talk to you in person about the breakthroughs in the technologies. So let me start with you. My name is Julia. I'm the head of communications at AVRIDE Autonomous Vehicles Development Company. So we are developing autonomous cars and autonomous delivery robots. And today I'm going to present you the latter, because we are sure that autonomous delivery can fit perfectly Mueller district and can enhance the delivery experience for both customers and businesses. So here how it is working. First of all, let me start with a quick overview about how the whole technology works and what makes robots autonomous, which means that they can drive all by themselves. So first of all, it is an array of sensors. These are the LiDAR on the top, cameras, and ultrasonic sensors, which gather information about robots' surroundings. And second, are the sophisticated algorithms which analyze this information and decide on how to proceed forward in the most safe and efficient way. So that's how it works in general. The video might be lagging a little bit. So here you can see what it looks like in robot's view. As you can see, robot is detecting pedestrians, like bicyclists, scooters, wheelchairs, everyone around. Cars, of course, traffic lights, and plans its route accordingly. The robots are mostly driving like from 3 to 5 miles per hour, but they can slow down to give humans the right of way. So I guess you see how it works in general. How do I turn that on? And yeah, don't be worried, the robots are equipped with cameras. We care a lot about privacy, so we blur faces, automatically blur faces and license plates of everyone around except pets. It's work in progress. And no worries, like robots don't have any access to personal information like names or banking details. It also knows like where to pick up the order and where to drop it off, and that's it. So robots are not too big, but roomy. So the cargo department can fit several big pizzas or a few grocery bags. Also, you do not need any additional like applications or tools to interact with robot. They are fully integrated in the delivery applications you're familiar with, of restaurants or delivery services. And good news is that they also work in all kinds of weather conditions. So if it is rainy outside, you can easily order some nice and crispy pizza. We have proven track record already. So these robots have delivered over 200,000 orders all around the world, in United States, South Korea, United Arab Emirates, Israel, in different environments. And probably our favorite environment is our university campuses, because robots are real superstars in university campuses. They have fan pages on social media. Students are doing crazy things with them, writing them, blocking them, whatever. And you can also see my favorite one, student dressed in an autonomous delivery robot costume for Halloween. So I think that is fantastic. So we talked a little bit about customers. Let's talk about business. So how business can benefit from autonomous delivery robots. We think that autonomous delivery robots is a huge thing for local businesses, because there are many restaurants which cannot afford their own delivery, or they do not to connect to DoorDash, Grubhub, because of like 20 to 30% fees. And in case of robots, they are only paying for delivery, and that's it. And this is the way how they can build their delivery services, how they can expand their reach and build strong relations with the neighborhood. Right now we're talking to local restaurants. We see a lot of interest from them. One of the owners even walked for a while with the robot, and he's been asking random people on the street if they would like to see this kind of couriers delivering their orders, and the answer was yes. So as I said, we're currently talking to local businesses. We do not have an exact date of actual launch yet. It still will take some time, because we need to negotiate with businesses. We have to like integrate into their applications, but overall that's the plan. And I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to Mueller community in advance, ahead of the actual launch, to answer your questions, maybe address your concerns if there are any. I guess we have 5 minutes more for questions and answers, so feel free to ask me. Let's start from left to right on my side. Please go ahead.
What kind of security features are there like to prevent people from taking whatever's in the robot?
Well, first of all, the cargo department is locked for the whole way from the pickup to drop-off points. And also, I mean, it's only the customer who really made the order can open the robot from the application. Also, our robots can send like an alert to our remote operators, which can connect to a robot and see what's going on. If, for example, someone's going to steal a robot. And I would say that the question about security of the orders and robots itself is one of the most frequent questions I've been asked for the last few years. And there were like 0 cases of someone trying to steal the robot or something from the robot. People are amused, people are excited, so they make, as I said, like students are doing crazy things, but no one really tried to steal anything from the robot or the robot itself. Go ahead.
There are a lot of apartments in Mueller. Can the robot take an elevator and like deliver it straight to the door of the
Most probably not now. So far robots are mostly operating outside. In one of our locations in South Korea, for example, there is a gated community also with many apartments, and we are working with local developers to synchronize them with the elevators. But it's a long way to go. So far, they're mostly delivering it to the building. But on the other hand, I mean, imagine you have 2 options. It's up to you to choose from. So you can, for example, order a delivery with a human courier who will bring it right to your door, but it might take longer just because there are not enough couriers available at the moment, or you can order a robot to bring it to you right now. So it is always up to customer. Karen?
Are the robots, first of all, can they make more than 1 delivery at a time? And does the company, like, pretend like I'm a drug company or a pharmacy or something? Do I own the robot, or do you own the robot and I employ it?
Okay, so let me start with the second part of your question. Here, AVRIDE as a company is acting like a logistics provider, let's say so. Like you are hiring a courier from another company, so you're paying like the logistics company for what the courier is doing. The same thing works for robots, and we are just a robotic logistics provider in that case. About multiple orders, yes, we're doing it. For example, in the Guangzhou University of South Korea, we are currently doing multiple deliveries at a time, so yes, there is such an option. From left to right, please go ahead.
Okay, so wait, back to Karen's question about this. So basically, say Jet Pizza. Jet Pizza would contract with you, and is it by the month, by the order, by volume? You know, like I'm just curious the pricing structure.
So the idea is that businesses are paying us strictly like delivery by delivery.
Okay.
So that is the point. The length of contract depends. We also provide businesses with like the first month of free trial, so we can set it all up and make sure it all works as we expect it to.
Okay, thanks.
Go ahead.
Is it 1 robot per business, or can 1 robot serve multiple businesses?
Well,
Where does
there are different options. There are different options. Of course, we are interested in our robots working like 24/7 and making as much deliveries and bringing as much cash as possible. So that's why, for example, if we have like 4 or 5 small businesses, each of which is doing, let's say, like 10 deliveries per day. So overall, this can be done by 1 robot, for example. Or in case we have like some big business which needs like separate robots and they're doing a lot of deliveries per day, so they have their own robots. Greg?
So a 2-part question. One is, what do all the lights and bells mean on it? And how do we help these things if we see them stuck? Or are we best to just leave them alone?
Good question. It really depends on the reason why robot is stuck. So the lights as well as sounds are the way to somehow communicate to the customer to show its intentions. For example, if we see many kids like robots, kids like playing with robots, and for example, if robots are like blocking the way of robot for too long, the robot can start making like beep, beep, beep sound just to make kids sure, yeah, that is probably the best idea to let it go. And the same for the lights. If you see a robot stuck, leave it be. Most probably a remote operator will connect to you soon and give robots comments what to do with the situation. In case you see robots doing something weird or something something you don't like to be doing, please feel free to reach out to us. I will share our contacts or on the website avride.ai. There is a form. Please share your feedback. In best case, add to your feedback like date, time where you've seen the robot. If you see the number of the robot on the top of it, please also include it in your feedback. It will be easier for us to find the very moment which you are talking about. This robot, for example, is 8209. Yeah.
Also, I think there's a few questions
Yeah.
online.
Okay. Can we jump to online questions for a moment and then get back offline? Okay. Go ahead.
I think one person, Alex, asked what happens if someone tries to obstruct the robot, like standing in front of it or encircling it.
Robots are the most patient creatures on the earth. As I said, they've seen a lot of students doing various things. Like, for example, there was a case when students were just lying on the ground, forming a circle around the robot, and it was patiently rotating around the cell for looking for a place when it can get out. So, I mean, the point is that safety is our first priority. So first of all, robot needs to be safe. It is blocked, it will stay and wait until it has like the way to continue. Yep, maybe you have more questions online?
Kaz, I think, had his hand raised for a while, and Kaz, are you still there?
Maybe.
I'm still here. I was gonna ask, what's a good way to, or what's the recommended way to save it? We actually saved one yesterday over on Zach Scott. It was just off the sidewalk.
Again, like it really depends on the situations. I would recommend to leave it be because for us, it's like additional case to take a look at. So to do some fixing, to do some adjustments to the algorithms, not to see it happening again. But like, we always appreciate if someone tries to help a robot, if it falls from the sidewalk, you can try to put it back on, but please know that robots are pretty heavy, so watch yourself and take care of you. Thank you.
Not that heavy. No, pretty heavy. I'm kidding.
Well, I think it's about 100 pounds or so, so please be careful. Better to have two of you if you want to put the robot anywhere. Please.
Again, what is the name of your company and where are you located?
Our company name is AVRIDE. AV goes for autonomous vehicles, of course. We are mostly based in Austin and Tel Aviv, Israel. We also have offices in South Korea, in United Arab Emirates, and in Serbia. So we consider ourselves a pretty like multicultural and worldwide company. Thank you. Please. Oh.
So many times, you're cooking dinner and you realize like that you don't have one ingredient that's really.
Oh yeah, I know.
So number one, like, are you talking to HEB? Is there a, something in place for that? Or, we also have a Mueller food exchange group. Is it something that we can do as a neighborhood to kind of facilitate that maybe between neighbors? Like, is that an option?
Yes, we've been trying to talk to HEB, but talking to local businesses is much easier because you talk strictly with the owner. Talking to any big networks, big chains of shops or restaurants, it takes way much longer. So just in case if you have any local businesses or any local representatives of big businesses who are interested in robots, feel free to forward them to us. We'll be happy to negotiate. Also regarding neighborhood food exchange system, let's talk with that. So we have Peter here, who is the head of product of our autonomous delivery robots. Just send us the information via the contact form on avride.ai, and we'll be happy to answer and discuss more details.
And we're running low on time, so I'm gonna ask anyone who has a burning desire that they think the whole group wants to hear the answer to, now's your chance.
I think everybody wants to know, will the pizza still be hot when it comes to?
Yes, so these robots have been operating in temperatures like below 0 and way above 0, for example, in United Arab Emirates, and the pizza was always hot. So thank you for that, for your questions. Super interesting conversation. We'll stay here until the last of this event, until this meeting. So feel free to take a closer look at the robot. Come to us after the end of the event. So thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Will you post that contact information somewhere for us?
I will.
Yeah, we'll contact you and see if there's anything we can put on our website or
Sure,
mail out
sure.
in the newsletter.